What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video in my road to 100 million gold. Today we'll look at some mailboxes. I'm gonna show off a lot of them, and I ended up spending a ton of gold this week, so we'll see if I made any. Let's jump in. So first we're gonna look at some mailboxes on the few realms where we didn't make any gold. Sadly, that was 4 of my realms this week. It was Darkmoon Fair, Stormscale, and Les Sentinelles. So on Darkmoon Fair we had mostly battle pets. On Stormscale I have a lot of transmog, mostly Island Expedition gear. And then on Les Sentinelles and Magtheridon it's also, once again, pretty much 99% battle pets, but no sales this week. It happens. So next up we have the 2 realms where I'm doing material flipping only. Tons of old world materials. First here on Twisting Nether, where I don't have that much. Well, we got 3,000 gold in sale, which isn't horrible. Then next up on Raven Crest, I only got 1,000 gold in sales, which is a little bit worse considering how much more materials I have on this realms, but it is what it is. Usually it's better than this. Hopefully it'll be better next week, but it's definitely time to start shopping on this realm again. As I used to have about 1.5 bags full of materials. Now I'm barely filling one set of bags. But hopefully it's better next week. So next up we have the realms where I'm doing primarily battle pets. And this week on Asholna Rub and Emerald Dream we sold 1 pet each, pretty much, about 6,000 and 7,000. So not that much. But then we had 3 of the realms that popped off a little bit, with the Doomhammer coming in with about 42,000 gold in sales, Das Consortium, the German realm, 40,000 gold, and then 47,000 gold on the Shatar. The Shatar has been one of my better rounds for battle pet flipping in general, and it came through again this week. So in total, not that bad. Even though obviously we're hoping for a little bit more sales. I did just repost once this week on all of these realms. So maybe next week we can repost twice or 2, even 3 times potentially, and get a little bit more sales. So it wasn't awful, but nothing super exciting either. Then we have Twilight's Hammer. This is one of my old school realms. I did the gold cap challenge here back in the day. Mostly selling battle pets. This week we sold 16k worth of battle pets, so fine, nothing to write home about, but it's an okay addition to the gold collection. Then we have Sylvanas. This week we got about 251,000 gold in sales, a couple of legendaries, and some Crafter's Mark item level 262 pieces. Overall that's a little bit disappointing. It's about 150,000 gold less than last week, but we still ended up losing gold as well, mostly because I did some restocking, but I haven't been doing enough post scans. Particularly legendary sales have been way too low this week, and something that I should focus on next week. Just get some more repost and cancel scans going for the legendaries on Sylvanas, so hopefully we can beat and start going upwards in sales here. And then finally the main realm, Draenor. And I was hoping to beat last week, and we did very significantly. Our sales were pretty strong. Legendaries we got about 2.8, a little bit more than that, 2.8 million gold in sales. Most of them in the 20 to 30k range, so profit margins are definitely down. And I've been selling even to resetters. But I mean, we got sales. We beat just entirely all of last week just in legendary, so that's very nice. And then we also had some pretty good sales with item level 262 gear. We sold about 180 of those, 190, brought in 1.8 million. Some of them were very nice, including this nice little 47k piece right there. That's fantastic. The crafting cost is about 7,000 gold, so just absolutely insane profit on those. I'm selling a lot of these for 15,000 gold ish, crafted with missives to get the optimal stat combinations, and that's just bringing in the gravy. Yeah, crushed last week. 2 million more gold in sales this week, so I'm very happy about how Draenor went this week. Just nice. So here we have a look at the overall numbers, and this week they're giga negative, and the main reason is that I did a pretty big shopping spree for battle pets. I shopped battle pets for, well, probably 1.7 mil it looks like. So I did one good shopping spree on stream on Thursday. And then on Sylvanas, we ended up investing a little bit heavily. But that's the main thing. Sales are up, very strongly up, particularly on Draenor, which is just absolutely fantastic. This is what comes from actually being home and reposting. Legendary is doing good. Item level 262 gear is doing really well. About 2 million from that, and about 2.9 from the legendaries, so that's pretty good. Didn't make much gold in terms of profit, but that's because I did a huge restocking session just yesterday, so I spent a lot of the gold that I potentially made that week. Yeah, we'll see where it is next week. It depends on when I do my restocking. We'll try to do it a little bit earlier in the week. But yeah, some good sales as we've seen, and we take a step back, but I invested 1.7 million in battle pets, which is getting potentially increase the sales here. And yes, you can see we've already had a couple of pretty good sales this week, a couple of rounds with like 40k each, selling off a number of battle pets. That's pretty great. So yeah, so that's it for this week. Hopefully it was interesting. I changed the format up this time around a little bit. Hopefully this was cool to get to see some of my mailboxes. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, or just let me know if there's something else you'd like to see. Thanks for watching.